Why Jerod Mayo may not be a great head coach on day one. Why he may be finding his way, and he may find out that he's not instilling enough in his coaches or in his team that reflects what it is he wants to get out of them. Nobody wants to do that. It's fine. He's in a honeymoon period, all of that stuff. But that's my thought on this, and it just leads me down the road of thinking what I mentioned in passing there, which is Jerod Mayo just trying to do the opposite of everything Bill Belichick did? Is he just trying to be the anti-Belichick? Is that what he thinks will make him successful? Bill did this, so I'll do that. I don't know if that's the way to go about doing it.
I don't think he's that stupid. I think he's so smart, and I think this is what he analyzes too. You look at the departures of Matt Patricia, Josh McDaniels, and guys that went elsewhere, and try to be Belichick, give off that persona of being strict. And you're going to do things our way. It blew up in their faces.
Well, yeah, isn't that why Jerod Mayo would be motivated to do the complete opposite of what all of those guys did? Whether it's, again, the guys you mentioned, Joe Judge, Patricia,
Joe Judge,
McDaniels has fallen into that trap now multiple times. These guys have tried to be Bill, and it has failed. Everyone who's tried to be Bill has not turned out to be a good head coach.
I think to his core, and when you play for Bill and you got that many years of him, and you become team captain and sort of speak for the team, with Bill, I think his core stuff is really Belichick based. But I think he's going to be careful, given off the 20+ year run that Bill had. That we're just going to carry on and be the same way. No, we're looking to the future. We do have to be different, but I think he's going to be careful and cautious. And that's the problem with the honeymoon stage. We don't know what this is going to be yet. I have no clue what this offense is yet. I don't know what the protections are. I don't know what the schemes are. I don't know what routes are. I've been calling games for 12 years. Or I could tell you, okay, 3rd and 4, these two plays are coming up next. I got no freaking clue this year. Everything's going to be brand new to me. Well, why is this guy in the game now? I knew route combinations. I knew personnel combinations. You can tell when they run that motion one way, here comes play fake, they're going to throw it in the flat, or you're going to throw it in the back corner to Gronkowski because that's what they do. I don't think they know what they do yet. They're trying to figure that out.
Well, no. They should not be trying to figure that out. The head coach should be telling them, this is what we're going to do. Be a boss. Instill what it is that you want to have happening out there. And I think what he's going to realize is that season begins a lot sooner than you think.
It comes fast.
We're 3 months away from the start of the season. It's not something that's off in the great distance here. We've got 3 months.
How many months ago was that? We were down there for the opening press conference when we was hired in that. Felt like 5 months ago. Like, bang, we're here now. We're here.
And teams that are figuring it out and doing it on the fly, they usually end up being a bad team with a bad record.
Yeah, that's what I brought up last week. Like, you watch some of the videos and stuff of, Kansas City reporting, and like, Mahomes is out of shape. Then you see him out there in the huddle, and they're moving around. He's throwing off 1 foot. That ball goes to Kelsey. Here we go again. They know what they're doing. They're a veteran team.
A couple questions I do wonder about Jerod Mayo are this: is he confident enough to tell offensive guys what to do offensively? I want to know if that's going to happen at any point. Yes, Alex Van Pelt knows more about offense and has played on offense and has coached offense more than Jerod Mayo ever has. That's for sure.
I find it so hard. Like, you play quarterback, you play on offense. I did him a whole career. As a young kid going through college and that, I wouldn't know what to say defensively.
The good coaches have good input on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
They don't just stick to defense. They don't just stick to offense. They have input on both sides.
How much does Mike McDaniel have on defense?
I don't know if that's true anymore, though.
I think that the changes now, like you see Mike McDaniel during defensive series, he's taking a hit on his vape pen and he's looking at plays this way, or he's talking to some guy on the sideline. And I think the new guys sort of just trust their guys under them to do stuff. Because I think he looks at it as, I was an underling.
You don't think Andy Reid has input on defense? The guy who just won back-to-back Super Bowls?
A little bit, but Spags,
a little bit?
Spags
a guy who's been a head coach for this long in this league and has been coaching in the league for this long? You don't think he has input on that side of the ball?
He might, but I think McVay is kind of the poster child for the new age NFL, and that was like, hey, when he first started, you got the defense, I'm going to worry about the offense, and it feels like his whole tree, that's kind of Matt LaFleur, go down the list. All those guys, it's offense, defense, I don't have anything to do with. Kyle Shanahan.
I bet Kyle Shanahan, given his pedigree, I hate to use the word, but
that's the difference.
Who grew up in the NFL, definitely has things to say about what's going on defensively. In fact, he got pissed at his defensive coordinator and fired the guy as soon as the freaking thing ended because he knew he sucked and said, you got to go. You suck. You didn't do what you were supposed to do. I know you didn't do it because I was telling you in game what to be doing. We saw that play out on the sideline in a Super Bowl. Did we not?
Yeah, we did.
That was his input.
Yep.
Get out the door. You just ruined it for us. It gave you too much power. I would have done better coaching it myself. That's probably what he thought to himself when that game ended. So I don't think Kyle Shanahan's your best example. I'd find it we'll go with McVay. Sean McVay would be maybe a good one. But even he has some of that background and pedigree in the sport and the family influence that I bet he's a more well-rounded football coach than you want to give him credit for. Now, Mike McDaniel, I am not going to defend him.
It's like he's.
But I also don't think anyone's saying he's one of the best in the sport.
He loves high-fiving and low-fiving guys coming on. I think he just watches the game on defense.
I think he's interesting. I think he's done things a different way. I respect that about him. And his players play hard for him, and they respect him. So I do like those things about him. But you're right. Maybe he's not given a lot of input on that side of the ball. Also, does Jerod Mayo just want to be liked by everybody? Yeah, everything's like cutesy, funny, all of that. Everything's a joke. Everything's ha-ha,
He's always been that way with me. Like,
he's
a
the
people
chuckles
person.
from the media.
He's engaging. He likes people. He likes being liked. That's work in the room. That's why when you do TV with people at NBC Sports Boston and you have a relationship with them, it's going to be hard to be critical of him initially.
Well, that's why they're all giving me the eye roll.
Got to see it first. Oh, you were getting good?
Yeah.
You probably got him left and
well, just listen to how Trenny starts the segment. Oh, what's your problem with this? What do you mean? What? I'll tell you what I'll tell you what my problem is. I'll tell you what it is. A first-year head coach on a 4-win team with 17 new coaches? Yeah, I don't think he should just let them all figure it out. I think he should be in charge. I think, wild take here, guys, he should be the boss and actually manage the people and not just say, well, I think I hired good people, so I'll just let them do their thing. CEO.
It's an interesting approach.
Yeah.
It's an interesting approach.
What do CEOs do? When you think about it. A lot of corporate retreats.
CEO style. That's good to do once you have success. Like Bill Belichick, I think probably did a little more of that once he had success with certain coaches. Like I think Josh McDaniels was the guy.
Yeah, great point.
By the end, he went hands off with because he's like,
this guy knows what he's doing.
Hands off.
Yeah.
We've had success together. I have full confidence in him because he's proven it time and time again as an offensive coordinator. Hands off. I could be hands off.
To make a point that
you got to earn hands off.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
To make a point that you are trying to make, where Bill got into trouble was thinking I could do the offensive thing and I could take a defensive guy, and we know offense.
That was stupid.
A good coach is a good coach.
So I mean, there is a balance. There's definitely a balance, and it's an in-game feel thing too. Like Dan Campbell, I don't know if he knows offense, but it's like let's roll the dice every time. He's a guy that seems like wants to play tenacious, attacking defense. And the style they play, run the ball. That's a head coach that I think is new to it, but is starting to get a pretty good balance as the way you feel for your team. Now, he goes for it way too many times analytically, but that's a guy that's got a chance now.
All I'm going to say is this program will not be afraid to criticize Jerod Mayo. Others might be, but this will not be one of them.
Somewhat.
Oh. I can't speak for Zoe.
No.
I can only speak for myself. I'm not going to interview him every week like Zoe will. Or do a TV hit with him every week. So,
Yeah.
What's the dynamic?
I mean, he's more than welcome to come on board. I don't think he's allowed
to.
I think he's going to, do that somewhere.
He's like Joe. Like he said, like one day I want to just come in and do a show.
Some other place where the tree falls in the woods. Yeah. Yep.
What's the dynamic like week 5, though? 1-4.
Oh, he's going to be taking it from all angles.
That's a question.
Yeah.
That's the question.
He's going to be taking heat because the team is not going to get off to a good start. Yep. But imagine the opposite, just for fun, for a moment. The kind of praise that he will get if they get off to a good start.
The culture change.
Oh, man. Yeah. He will definitely get that. So he's got a lot going one way or the other. Good start, ton of praise. Over the top praise. Bad start, he's going to take heat like any other coach would. He's probably got more to gain by winning. For sure. proving himself right out of the gate, proving that not managing the coaches is a good thing, proving that, letting players just think it for themselves instead of telling them what to do. Just let them make their own decisions on the field. We've heard a lot about that.
Kind of feels like it's not going to be.
There's going to be less coaching and less management of the coaches. So you know what?
I bet.
Go Pats!
Pre-game locker rooms with Bill, you could probably hear a freaking pin drop.
Oh yeah,
just the intensity of it. It's probably gonna be a looser locker room.
Pat's got Pete Carroll back running the show.
What? Come on. You don't know that yet.
Yeah, yet.
Hey, if you like that clip, check out more videos from Zolak and Bertrand right here. For more Patriots analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. And for all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.